Okay, so in this update, I'm going to lay out exactly what a fully private, fully sovereign, non governmental expedition to the McMurdo Dry Valleys and ASPA 172 would actually require. I am not relying on any of the standard tour operators, Heritage, Quark, Scenic Atlas, Oceanwide Expeditions, or anyone else. Those companies have already shown they operate inside the same controlled system that has restricted easy private access since at least 2016. Even if one of them offers helicopter support in a future season, they are still gatekeepers. The only truly independent routes are: one, full private vessel charter, the main realistic sovereign option; two, private charter jet directly to Phoenix Airfield, much more difficult. Okay, so the full private vessel charter route, to do this completely sovereignly, um, one would need to charter an entire ice strength polar expedition vessel, such as the Ortelius, Academic Sergei, uh, Valivov, I think it's called, or comparable IAATO class ship for the full Ross Sea itinerary. Arrange your own helicopter or helicopters for landing in the McMurdo Dry Valleys and ASPA 172. Handle all permitting yourself. DS 4131 advance notification through the U.S. State Department. Initial environmental evaluation through the EPA and Antarctic Conservation Act compliance through the National Science Foundation. Provide a legitimate scientific purpose for entering ASPA 172, non invasive observation of microbial ecosystems, iron oxide discharges at Blood Falls, etc. Realistic timeline and costs. Planning and securing the charter must begin 12 to 18 months in advance. Total cost for a 30 to 40-day Ross Sea expedition with helicopter support is in the range of 5 million to 8 million or more. This covers the full vessel charter, full fuel, crew, insurance, helicopters, permits, and logistics. This is not per person. This is the cost to charter the entire ship for the group. Additional cost for one's own scientific equipment, team, and insurance would be on top of that. This is the route that gives, um, one real independence, um, true control. So pretty much, through this route, we would control the dates, the itinerary, the helicopter landings, and the research objectives, and would not be dependent on a tour operator's schedule or restrictions. The private charter jet route to Phoenix Airfield is theoretically possible, but far more restricted. It would require explicit approval from the U.S. Antarctic Program and McMurdo Station, and the flight leg alone would cost 500,000 to over 1 million plus all ground support. Even though the probability of funding a multi-million dollar private charter right now is extremely low, I am documenting the exact process, costs, and requirements on the public ledger so the full architecture of gatekeeping at the symbolic polar boundary is visible. The standard tour operators may offer services again in the next year or two or later, but they remain part of the controlled system. True sovereignty means bypassing them entirely and chartering the vessel and support directly. This update is not about false hope, it is about mapping the real sovereign path so the ledger remains complete and accurate.